in the building, man.
What's poppin', Talks fam? You can now listen to our show on demand. To keep up with our latest shows, some of our favorite moments, and exclusive interviews, make sure you head over to iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Baby, what you wanna do?
Playing nothing but bangers.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Normani.
Hey, this Cardi B.
What's poppin' Atlanta? Keep the party going all weekend.
Show me you outside, boy.
Hey, I'm Emma.
With Abbie Knights, DJ Rhea, Jenny Ruby, and DJ Cadence on.
What's up? This is Magic Jordan.
This is Drizzy Drake.
I know you've been searching for someone.
The Abbie Knights Show.
What's going on, everybody? And we're back. It's myself, Abbie Knights, DJ Rhea, Jenny Ruby, and DJ Cadence.
What up, peoples? How you doing?
How you doing? How you really doing, Cadence? You jumped up on here with a big old chain.
Hey, I just want to say shout out to all my Tampa Bay fans out there.
Oh my God.
Back on the good side. Shout out to all my Bucks fans. We outside. You know what I'm saying? It sucks if you're an Atlanta fan this week, but it's all right. Y'all gonna get it. I know they crying right now because they lost to the Bucks and they was complaining about that little passing or the little roughing the quarterback thing. But hey, man, it's Brady. You gotta leave Brady alone. You gotta be nice to that man. So we got our victory. You know,
especially because that man is apparently going through a divorce right now, or about to go through one.
Hey man, stay out that man business.
He'll be all right.
That man is fine. Ain't nothing wrong with him and his wife.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
His thing, man. No, I don't know. That's a sad situation from what I've been hearing and everything like that. It's always a sad situation when people break up and everything. But from what I heard, like, he came back and didn't even tell her he was coming back. She heard it from the way everybody else heard it. So I don't know. I probably want to get divorced too. But but I guess it is what it is. You know, it is. Okay.
Well, I mean, wow. That would suck. Yeah, I think I'd be pretty upset if I was her too. Let's talk about Chrisean Rock and Blueface for a quick second. They're apparently crazy in love on this new show that they have on the Zeus network. Sis, I know you got to keep it real with this one. You called it. You said you knew what was up and what was happening. So fill us in. Give us the tea.
I told you that they was going to have a show. That probably the dad and all them probably made up that whole fake fight. And if they didn't, they probably started the fight to add some spice to the show. But yes, she was just on the Bad Girls South Club, on Zeus Network. So after that ended up happening, she was literally let out on a bond on the show. They were after her. So there was just drama and drama. So, they was already on it. Like, she got too much juicy drama going on. She was fighting everybody on that show. So, good for them that they got a spinoff, but it's beyond toxic. So if you love toxicity, this is one for you. Other than that, I'm good.
Well, alrighty then. From Chrisean Rock and Blueface's toxic love to Kanye West going wild again. I don't know what to do with this
again.
man.
What now?
What is he not doing? I mean,
that's true. That's true.
He's always something going on. Who's been paying attention to the headlines this week?
I know mental health is a serious thing. But I will say that somebody needs to up his meds a little bit because obviously he hasn't been to the doctor in the last couple of weeks. He was calm for a little bit. Now he is off the chain. I don't know what this dude is talking about. He's talking about Jews have to be exterminated and DEFCON 3 and all this. Man, he's doing way too much. He's doing way too much. I thought he was great. Last week we talked about like we were supposed to have our meeting, the Black Coalition, so we can figure out how far he can go with all this stuff. And now we didn't even get a chance to get our meeting scheduled. And now he's talking about the Jews and everything else. This is crazy. I'm going to need Kanye to get his life together and figure it out, man. This is not right.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because he literally will say a few things that I'd be like, oh, those are valid points. And then everything else is just like, bro, we can't trust you. Like, facts. I really feel like, if, I'm telling you, if you watch Get Out, okay, the sunken place part, right? When everyone goes to the sunken place, remember when the guy snaps the photo and he comes back and he's like, man, you got to get out of here. Run.
Mm-hmm.
See, Kanye, there's moments of Kanye where we're like, wow, that is Kanye. Okay. Like, yeah, he gets it. And then there's the Kanye, that's the Get Out Kanye. And it's like, oh my God, he's crazy. Run. Who's possessing him? Like, I feel like they are mind controlling him and just making him do these crazy things. Like, he wasn't like this before, people.
I keep putting his old songs in my mixes because I keep hoping it like rechannels the old Kanye, and he'll just pop up one day and he'll have a polo and a backpack on. He'll be like, I was just playing, y'all. It's all good. I'm myself. I'm hoping that'll get there. But
that was a good time with Kanye.
That was a great time.
That was a backpack Kanye.
Was everything.
Yeah, polo Kanye, backpack Kanye, that Kanye.
Yes.
He was so fashionable. How do you go from being so fashionable to being so dusty? All in, and you know, like, it don't make no sense to me. I don't understand, and I get it. As you become billionaires like Jay-Z and all that, it's like you don't worry about the fashion and all that. I get that 100%. But this man is literally wearing trash bags, you know, everywhere he goes. And these big boots. Can you imagine how bad them boots smell? You ever been in a house with your family members, they have to wear boots to work all the time? And then they have to take them boots off and it stinks up the whole house and you got to leave them outside. Like,
this is very personal. It's a very personal story.
It really is. I don't understand too how he could put all this off and like literally have schools for children. Like, this is the leader of your school, the Donda school. This is the leader of the future for your children. Like, get out of the school, run, kids, run.
And he's saying he don't want kids going to Sierra, wherever that his school is, that all the rich kids go to. He don't want nobody going to this school. I don't know how you'd want somebody going to his school the way he acts sometimes. It's crazy. It's crazy.
The president of your school. There's no way. Every morning I would trust him. I'd be like, oh God, what's happening at the assembly today?
I got nothing. Every week is just something new. That's all I really got is I just know every week is going to be like, yep, yeah, that's Kanye again.
It's Kanye.
But you know, he's got to speak his mind. He's a great creative. I just miss the old creative version of himself versus this new thing that he's got where it seems like he's just spiraling. It's like he's lost control of everything. You know, and then now he's saying everybody's talking about the White Lives Matter shirts, but then he's like, where was y'all when I was trying to see my daughter? I'm like,
what does that have to do with that?
And then the funny
just
thing
like the
is,
White Lives Matter shirt. What does the Black Lives Matter company have to do with Black lives actually mattering? You know what I mean? Like, you can have that argument, and that's like Rhea was saying. He says smart things sometimes because a lot of us agree that a lot of that money isn't being put into the right places for the 100%. Black Lives Matter. We all agree with you on that. Mm-hmm. But to go as far left as to be like, now it's like White Lives Matter, it's like, come on, bro. Like, and it's such a slap in the face of so many people that really are deeply into this. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Sharon Osbourne's trying to get her refund. She's trying to get a refund. She donated, like $1 million or something, or a large amount of money. And she's like, I want my money back.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
There's a lot happening with this whole situation, and especially with, you know, how he's trying to pit the family into this too, because this is going to affect his kids. You know, Khloe Kardashian, who never claps back, even came out and she was like, Kanye, I love you and I say this with love, but long and short, it's like you're doing too much. Like, you know where your kids are at all times. You know, there's nothing weird's happening. Nobody's kidnapping your kids. And I had this conversation with someone and they were like, no, that's not true. Technically, she did kidnap his kids and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, they live across the street from each other. Like,
if he's this bad on social media, can you imagine what he's like in real life?
No.
You know what I mean? When there's no filter, there's no let me think of what I'm going to put out and I just do whatever. Oh, my Lord. I can't imagine.
And you know, it's a lot like when Cadence says this because he's a big Kanye fan. So
I love Kanye. Kanye's in my top 5 of all time rappers, but his antics are just crazy. It don't make no sense the way that he's acting. So I pray he gets whatever he needs to get himself some common sense. I hope that he finds it because I miss the old Kanye. I really do. I want the old Kanye back, or maybe when he wants to say something, maybe say half of what you need to say. You know, maybe you feel like you got a lot of stuff you want to say, and it's like when you get to that point, you know, everybody got that point in their head where they're like, maybe I should stop. That's when he needs to stop right there. He needs to just stop at that point because he's going way too far with a lot of stuff that he's doing.
I want to know who his PR is. They need to hire me. I need their PR. I'll be everywhere. He is everywhere. I'm telling you, I need his PR marketing team. Shout out to y'all because y'all have all the plugs. I don't understand. Y'all have this man everywhere.
Literally everywhere. I don't, even Diddy tried to come forward and he's like, listen, I'm basically not trying to handle this on social media. Like, let's meet up, like, give me the address, and it seems like he's like, I just want to have a conversation with you about what's going on, and I just feel like Kanye's in a place where he's not receptive to much of anything right now. He's really deep into his perspective and his opinions.
Yeah. He's narcissistic.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, I can see that.
He's obviously become the person who's like almost been bullied all their life, and now they're starting to try and bully other people and stuff. Like that's the kind of vibe I get from Kanye now.
Like the
maybe
police.
he should remember what it was like to be bullied when he was a kid and stuff, because he seems to do a lot of bullying lately.
He has been doing a lot of that. From bullying to Tory Lanez looking like he was on the massive struggle bus on that camel. Boy, if you would have seen that, I don't know if you guys saw that footage.
It's like 5'2".
But
did you see that he was on? He had somebody like Academics. He had DJ Academics actually like take a measuring tape out and so they could see how tall he was. And he's like,
and he is 5'2".
No, he's 5'7", I think. But you gotta remember,
way, absolutely not. That's a damn lie.
But you gotta remember, I've met Tory, and Tory ain't. I don't think he's 5'3". I don't think he's 5'3". I don't think he's 5'7" either. I think he had his hat on. He wouldn't take his hat off.
Split the difference.
And he wouldn't have and he had shoes on too. So in all actuality, he's probably about 5'5". Is probably where he's at. 5'6", probably something like that. So he'd be all right.
I doubt.
He got Megan.
So wait, he was riding a camel?
He'd be all right.
Yes, it looks like he was living his best life in Dubai like you were, Jenny. But the way he looked when that camel was trying to get up with him on its back.
I gotta see it.
Oh my God. I haven't laughed that hard in a long time watching the video.
It is a struggle. It was a little difficult. In his defense and being a member of the 5'2" crew, that camel does rock a little crazy. Yeah.
Okay, no, but it was the face and how he was holding on and the lean back he did. He looked like he was
is it
terrified.
like when Rick Ross was riding the horse?
Did
you
saw the video? The 5'2" crew.
How are you talking about? How do you go from Tory Lanez on a camel to Rick Ross on a horse, Jenny?
Yeah, because he riding something. It was a funny video, Rick Ross.
I seen it. Horse. That was funny.
You seen it, right? I liked it.
I saw that.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say. I'm not gonna respond to. I'm not gonna let this go left. Because I really have something I was gonna say. I want to know though. You guys know I'm terrified of spiders. What is up with this? This definitely don't do that. Okay.
Like a box of spiders. You just open it up.
Do not.
I used to buy fake rats and stuff like that.
Give me an Amazon
hide them in the house and hide them at work for people.
No, yes. I will never speak to you again. I'm terrified of them. And apparently there's a new peacock spider that like walks around and it like performs like a peacock. It like opens its back and it's all like pretty.
I think it had sex with like a butterfly or something.
Probably. I don't know. Mutated.
It's so gross. It's like this weird little tarantula, and then he's so pretty, and then he goes and puts his little legs up, and then like this peacock thing flies out, and it's all colorful, and you're like,
I'm gonna look it up. What is it? Peacock spider?
Yes. How'd it go, Rhea? Period.
Well,
peacock spider.
I don't think there's anything cute about a spider.
Oh my God. It's
so ugly. But
if you call it pretty, Jenny, I'm disowning you.
No, it literally looks like it has a carnival costume.
Little antler legs. The legs are like.
It looks like it has a right. Tell me, does it look like it's gonna listen to some soca or something and like bust out from Carnival?
I'm telling you,
it had like amazing sex
Rhea goes. Butterfly. Wait, Rhea goes.
Wow.
What is happening here?
If you watch the video, that's what he does. In the video, he's like fluttering. It's weird. Like
that is a cool looking spider, though. I will say that it's a pretty cool looking spider. I'd have it as a pet.
You have to look at it because it looks like really gross, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if it's like a defense mechanism or a happy mechanism, but then the little peacock thing comes in the back and it goes.
It's super tiny though. Look how tiny it is.
Yeah.
Take those pictures off. No, thank you.
It had sex with a butterfly.
You gotta have spiders because spiders get rid of flies. And would you rather have spiders or flies?
Well, spiders
Neither.
have eaten me before.
Well, you gotta have one or the other. So if you
a spider or a fly, I would rather have a spider.
You'd rather have a spider? Yeah, me too.
Yes, I'd rather have a spider.
What about you, Abby?
Because then a spider will then eat other things.
There you
if
go.
anything were to come around.
That's why I'm cool with spiders. You know, you got to have necessary evils in life, you know? So it's like, because I can't stand flies. Like, flies get on my nerves.
I'll take a spider.
I have to catch them, everything. It's horrible.
Over a butterfly.
Oh, I love butterflies.
I like butterflies.
I love butterflies.
I love butterflies.
Why don't you
And
like
I'll take
butterflies?
a snake.
Who doesn't
over
like
a butterfly.
butterflies?
I'm sending you a real butterfly, Jenny.
I don't care for butterflies.
I think we need to get some help to Jenny because, like, I don't know anybody who's like, I don't like butterflies. Like,
I don't not like them. I
even when we
just
said
don't
it,
care
everybody
for
was
them.
like, oh, I like
You
butterflies.
sound like you're
You know,
harboring
it's
some
like, everybody
anger.
was happy and everything.
I'm
Like,
not.
oh.
I like spiders. I like spider. I'll take a snake. I'll take a snake.
I bet you would take a snake.
I would take a snake.
On that note, there is a man suing Texas Pete hot sauce because it's made in North Carolina and not Texas. This is real, people.
Like French fries.
Does it say it's in Texas or something? I don't eat
It's
hot
called
sauce, so.
Texas Pete hot sauce.
So who's
Maybe
Texas?
Pete was from Texas.
Maybe Texas is, yeah, exactly. Maybe Pete was from Texas.
I don't know, but I think that's hilarious that somebody filed a legal lawsuit, paid the money
dumb.
to
There's so
retain
many
an attorney to sue a hot sauce company because it's not manufactured in Texas. I don't know. People are
There's so many. If you flip
right?
flip over where your food is from, most of it isn't even from where it says. It'll be like Hawaiian barbecue, blah 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 blah. And
made
it's
in
like,
Alabama.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Everybody's so sensitive.
My name's Texas Pete, and I make hot sauce.
You got to do that. You got to make sure
But
you do that.
nobody would take that case unless he might have some valid points. So who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think
Either that or a lot of money. He either got a valid case or a valid bank account, one way or the
or
other.
no time, or like time on their hands.
That part, Jenny.
Jenny. Also, I don't know if people believe in true love and fate and all that good stuff, but for this one particular married couple, the woman lost the bride, wife, whatever, however you guys want to title it, lost her wedding ring, and apparently it reappeared after Hurricane Ian hit and she was cleaning up the yard. It just magically reappeared.
So she was cleaning her front yard and it was there.
She already lost it.
I think it was her yard. Wait, don't quote me on that before somebody's like,
headline?
that is not what happened. Well, what are the odds that
There are
something like
people
that will
dying
take place,
out
though?
there.
So basically, she lost her
Actually,
ring and
if
found
she
it.
lost it at her house and then found it in the front yard, that
It's like,
could
okay,
actually
wow.
happen. I can definitely see that
Exactly.
happening.
Like,
So, okay, according to ABC News, Ashley Gardner had given up on ever seeing her wedding ring again. Dun, dun, dun. She lost it outside her Fort Myers home just days before Hurricane Ian crashed into the coast of Southwest Florida last Wednesday. Despite enlisting her husband and 3 young children to help search around for 2 days, there was no sign of the ring. The family stayed at their home during the storm and went outside to clean up as soon as it passed. 10 minutes into cleaning, they found the ring.
Oh my gosh, this is such a that's.
Well, that's a good,
Anyway.
good
I mean,
feel
I
good
get it.
story, I
Yes,
guess.
good
Oh, I
story,
guess
okay.
it was a dramatic story for no reason.
Have to
They
get
basically
divorced like next year.
they found it outside.
Or maybe one of the kids took it and then figured out that it was a good time to say that they found it outside. Like, oh,
They
look,
found it
here it is,
outside.
Mama, I found it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's true.
Good for them, but I thought it was like years later and whatever.
Yeah,
Before
that's
we
what I was
dive
thinking, like-
in, okay, and she's worried about a fucking ring. Sorry.
That was
I mean, how much is
aggressive.
the ring though? That ring could be another house.
That part, Jenny. That is.
That ring probably ain't worth another house, I'm willing to bet. But we'll see.
I mean, you just never know.
It could be a down payment on one.
Speaking
could
of
be.
rings, let's talk about a down payment coming from this particular ring. A pink diamond sold for $49.9 million in a record-breaking auction in Hong Kong. $49.9 million for a rock.
They pay in cash.
That's crazy.
That's probably a wire transfer. They'd be coming in with a lot of suitcases for
That's
that kind of
a lot
money.
of money for a rock.
Yeah. I mean, the ring's beautiful though. I will say,
bought
but
it?
$49 million, they didn't disclose
Yeah, where's
that.
he at? She, it,
Where
they,
they at?
whatever,
It's a she.
whatever they identify as.
I hope it's a she and she likes DJs from the Midwest.
Okay, Swinging Thunder coming to the stage.
Hey, 49 million? Hey. No, never mind. It's a children's show. Never mind.
I'll take that.
Something that was news to me lately is I had no idea that Eddie Murphy had a baby with Mel B.
Same here.
I was like,
I knew that one.
I was
know
like,
people.
Whose
what?
child? Where's this child?
I knew that one.
What does she look like? What does her baby look like now? How old is her kid?
I don't
That
know.
was my question. When I seen that when he had the child support for all the money, I was wondering how old the kid was. You know, Eddie Murphy got tons of kids, and he got like grown kids all the way down to babies.
It's a daughter.
I mean, he's out here like Nick Cannon spreading the love, but apparently he's been ordered to pay $35,000 monthly in child support to Mel B for their baby. Why are you guys
Mel B
looking
makes
like that?
pretty
I
good
wish
money,
you guys.
though.
I really wish you guys could see Jenny and Rhea right now. They are literally
Angel Iris Murphy.
It's my
I
twin
feel
in
like
them.
Mel B makes good money though.
Go
Like that is a lot of
best
money now that I
friend.
think about it.
We
Like
twin in them.
$35,000 is a lot of money to pay for her when she's got her. You know, like she has a lot of stuff kind of going on for her as far as I knew.
Sounds like she got a good attorney.
She's 15. So she's 15 years old.
Okay, wonderful.
The daughter.
It's still news to me. I had no idea
I gotta pay
that
that for a little bit. He can
Mel
make
B
another,
made
what
a
was the last
baby
show that Eddie Murphy was in?
Well, you two are just
with
like
Eddie Murphy. I
Same here.
I don't know. That's an interesting visual.
He has a lot of kids.
Why is that interesting for you?
I would have
don't
never
understand.
pictured the two of them together.
I don't.
Oh
they
wow,
look like they would be together.
$35,000 a month. Oh, I thought it was $3,500.
Yes.
$35,000.
We
a
just
month.
said 35,000.
Okay, Mel B. Okay, Eddie Murphy. There you go.
So wait a minute. I need to know. So who are you trying to shade on this? Since you say that they shouldn't be together, you're saying that Mel B isn't cute enough for him, or are you saying he's not cute enough for Mel B?
I'm not shading nobody. I'm just saying I wouldn't have pictured them together, like making babies.
Really?
I would have never. No, I don't know.
Cadence
why.
is offended. How so?
Yeah, he
Ooh, look at
looks
Mel B
like
back in the
another
day.
kid.
She looked fly.
I just feel like
She's
Eddie
beautiful.
Murphy's an attractive man and she's an attractive woman, so it doesn't seem like unlikely that they would be together and stuff. It doesn't surprise me. So
Yeah, Eddie Murphy just seems super chill and laid back, and she seems like a lot of personality.
Really, I get
so.
none of that from Eddie Murphy.
Really?
No, absolutely not. I
You
don't get
talking
any
about
of the
his
actor
movies?
shows.
Or like
No, just like I don't see any of the. Anyway,
you don't even
Yeah,
follow
he's
him,
pretty-
Jenny.
I think
So what are
he
you
has
even talking about?
He has 6 or 7 kids.
not on
Obviously, you
Instagram,
don't
but
either,
I
since you didn't
know.
know Mel B.
Yeah, his movies.
Anyway, Ari Fletcher revealed that she lost a $150,000 Fenty deal over a previous domestic violence situation that she had. What are your thoughts on this? Do you think Fenty was in the right for pulling that?
I forgot. I think it was she made a comment about domestic violence and how I think what was it about how
she
it wasn't
being
important something
domestically violence against, or what was the situation?
she was kind of like brushing it off and saying it wasn't important, something like that. And the Rihanna, obviously, because of Fenty and everything she went through with her domestic violence situation, she was like, she can't have that type of representation for her brand.
Rihanna went through domestic
And it's
violence.
domestic violence month, by the way, too. So it's like,
Okay. So apparently, from what I remember, because this happened a
Oh.
while ago. Yeah, so she didn't
So
want that
Ari
type of
basically got on
representation.
live and said that she doesn't care about domestic violence victims. or
Something
their-
along those lines. I don't quote me on exactly what she said, but it was something to where it was dismissing that.
Yeah.
And Rihanna.
That's
was
probably
like,
not a good
"Absolutely
look
not."
to be doing. That's probably not something good to say, even if that is how you feel when you got stuff like that. That's probably not a very good thing to say.
I mean, especially knowing the situation with Rihanna, just out of respect, is not something that should have been said. Should have been. I can't speak today, people. I don't know what to tell you. Kim Ye, TV and fashion. Going back to Kanye West, we're going full circle, people. Kim Kardashian is saying that obviously Kanye was responsible for all of her growth in fashion. He was the one that was bringing her to the table, introducing her to, as they say, like all the big wigs, all the fashion icons. And I'm trying to understand why it goes from so much shade to so much love all at the same time. And then it's like she was with Pete, but she's not with Pete. I'm so confused. Has anyone been watching the new Kardashian series on Hulu? No?
oh no, but they're probably letting Kanye back in.
I will say,
I didn't watch the new season. I watched the last one.
you probably saw the one where Kris Jenner was buying $750 worth of edibles.
But they already have a new season. Didn't we just talk about the first season, whatever?
They're just, it's on like the third episode.
I can't keep up with
two?
the Kardashians.
Yeah, I will say though,
Damn.
big shout out to Hulu for portraying everything the way that they have. It is really well shot. I just wanted to understand why Kim keeps coming back to Kanye full circle with everything that's going on. I don't know, y'all. I can't keep up with their drama.
That's her baby's father.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that's the baby daddy, but still, it's kind of like you
know.
say that you moved on and all this other stuff.
Oh, coming back to him like in a love, like an intimate type of.
Black, you never go back.
Jenny, what do you have for us today? You got anything for us?
Wake up every morning.
They're my morning show.
It's time to get that morning fix with Jenny Ruby, a.k.a. Dr. Jenny, on the Abbie Knights Show.
Abbie Knights Show.
Yes, I do. Good morning, everyone. It's Jenny Ruby with your morning fix. So I finally finished watching the Jeffrey Dahmer series on Netflix. All of you guys told me about it, and I was a little lost when you first told me, but I liked it. I mean, not like what happened, but
I liked it. Oh, dear God.
I watched the whole thing, I should say. So yes.
What is happening?
So for those who haven't watched it, it's about a serial killer who literally had a fetish and got aroused by decapitating his victims and sometimes eating them, which is literally insane, inhumane, disgusting, nasty, terrible, all of the above. So it actually got me thinking about different things that people found sexually stimulating or what more of us know as fetishes. So what is a fetish?
What?
A fetish is a form of a sexual desire in which gratification is linked to an abnormal degree to an inanimate, non-living object, item of clothing, or part of the body, for example. So there are different kinds of fetishes, some more mainstream as others, and some many have never heard of or even thought has existed. So some common categories that we may know of fetishes are body parts, for example, like
Legs.
it's called podophilia, which is a foot fetish. We all know people have foot fetishes. Or body features like tattoos or piercings. Or this one, it's called urophilia, which is the one R. Kelly has. It's a sexual interest in activities involving urination. Or there's another one. Have you guys seen Two Girls, One Cup? This is disgusting. But yes, for those of you who have watched Two Girls, One Cup, it is called coprophilia. It's anything sexually that involves dookie. So it's smearing dookie around while doing it and things like that. That is an actual fetish.
Oh my God.
Disgusting, smelly, all of it. Another one is clothing or materials like rubber or leather, which is commonly used in BDSM practices. Or non-sexual objects like this is the one I think Jeffrey Dahmer had. Oh, not I think, but this is the one Jeffrey Dahmer had. It's called necrophilia. It's having sexual interest in dead bodies. So with all these fetishes, why do people have them? So it's biological, cultural, emotional, and social factors may play a role as to why people have fetishes. The first person to use the term fetish in an erotic context was a French psychologist named Alfred Binet in 1887, which at the time was suspected that fetishes took hold through an arousing experience with an actual object during childhood. So they said that something happened in childhood that stuck in your brain and which carried over to why you have a fetish as an adult. So fetishes are thought to be less common in women and more prominent in men, which might suggest that there are unique factors regarding biological differences between men and women. And research also indicated that people who report having fetishes are more likely to use drugs and alcohol and experience lower levels of satisfaction. So when does a fetish become a problem? A fetish might become a problem if it crosses the line from a part-time fantasy to a full-time obsession. So a common sign to watch for is unable to become sexually interested in anything unless it involves having the fetish object or situation occur. So if you Well, if you over a 6-month period must experience these sexual urges or fantasies or behaviors having caused significant distress or impaired ability to move about your daily life, then it becomes a problem. So how do we keep our fetishes healthy? So one is if you feel like it's interrupting your daily life or harming your partner, it's always recommended to talk to somebody. Or if it's not hurting anyone and you want to incorporate this fetish in your sexual lifestyle, instead of doing it every day so it doesn't become an obsession, maybe do it on special occasions or with your partner, maybe incorporating it once a week, twice a month, whatever. So that way it doesn't become like a full-blown obsession. But otherwise, I'm all for fetishes and kinkiness. So everyone, as long as you're not hurting or harming anyone, I'm all for it.
Out of all the fetishes in the world, why did you have to bring those fetishes up? We could have came out with a lot of other fetishes.
What, the dookie one?
I knew she was going to say dookie again. Like, did you just want to say that word?
Yes, it's one of my favorite words to just say.
Oh God!
I knew a Furby once.
What is
like people
happening
who like
today?
to dress up in like costumes and stuff like that. They call them Furbies. I knew somebody that was a Furby.
Yeah,
Not
there's
that
so
I
many
was with
different
somebody
types
that
of
was a Furby, but I knew
fetishes.
somebody
I was
that
like
liked to do
reading
stuff like that.
so many.
We got to figure out what
Dahmer's
Dahmer's was because when he was triggered as a kid,
it's
when
necrophilia.
remember he was cutting open like the animals, and he
Yeah,
saw
that's
the
what they
heart
said.
and squishiness. That's whatever the doctor said he had. That's what it was, right?
It's called
Because at the end,
necrophilia.
he says that when he's in jail.
Necrophilia.
Yeah, it's
Rhea.
necrophilia.
Necrophilia.
Having sexual interest in dead bodies. Yeah. And it happened when he was a kid. They said that it's something during childhood that happens, and it like activates this thing in your mind, and you just can't like shake it until you get like older. And then it becomes like either a fantasy or an obsession. So childhood is very.
Him and his roadkill.
Those are your
Remember
developmental
roadkill,
stages.
Roadkill.
Yeah. Do you guys have any fetishes? Do you have anything that you are into that you want to share? Abby has this cringe on her face. Like, some men have like, they have a foot fetish. They want to suck toes all the time.
I'm just stuck on the necrophilia. First of all, I was laughing because Rhea asked the question that Jenny answered 5 times, and she still asked it again. So I just want to make sure.
Yeah, but no, that wasn't my question because that was with dead bodies. But when he used to get aroused as a kid, it's when he was touching the heart and stuff like that. So that's what I was wondering.
Oh yeah, it's like it's
when you're
like the
obsessed
actual
with touching dead body parts.
Yeah, there's one, I forgot what it's called, but it's for like they like.
Why
seeing,
is
like,
your hand like
and
this when you're explaining this?
They
I'm
see
just
the
trying
blood.
like why?
Because anytime
why
she
is everything
describes
always
a man, this is where it goes.
Because the heart. Because Rhea was talking about the heart pumping,
and
right? That's
heart
what you were
was
just
like
saying.
I like to call
this,
it
and
my
he was
heart
like,
sometimes too.
Boom boom.
That's what I call it sometimes. The heart.
the heart.
That's the way to my heart, anyways.
Like this. I'm done.
Cadence, what do you got? What's a fetish you have? You got one?
Legs.
I already told you I like legs. That's really the only fetish that I have. I like legs.
Oh.
Rhea?
It's just weird because like most people don't have like a leg fetish, but I just like legs. I like short legs, tall legs, thick legs, skinny legs. I just like legs. I'm just like it's my thing. I like athletic legs.
That's pretty much. So will you have sex with a leg?
No, I never had like a leg sex thing. Like I'm not like that crazy.
Leg sex.
I just think that they're sexy. That's all.
Leg sex.
What about you, Rhea?
See, that's not.
See, and that's what I was gonna say because they were like, women don't have fetishes. Of course, women have fetishes. Women have fetishes. Some girls like.
No, it says that women have fetishes.
Some
it says
like beards, So I mean, it's. Yeah.
But see, there's a difference between a fetish and just like an attraction. Like a fetish is.
When
like,
you have
you
a fetish for
literally get
something,
aroused
you
by
are
it.
extremely aroused by it sexually. It's not like,
there's a
oh, I
difference
just kind of
between
like
men's
that.
That's what I'm
fetish.
saying, and there are definitely women that are aroused by things that men
It said
do
there's
or have
more
or
men.
like that.
It says men statistically have more fetishes than women.
Period.
Just in general.
Just saying, and that's why men are for the streets anyways. So I'm just kidding.
Whatever,
I'm just kidding. I knew Cadence was
Y'all
gonna
just
be like,
don't tell me.
whatever.
All three of y'all got a fetish.
Do I have a
Y'all don't
fetish?
Say it. Men don't care.
See, there's
that's
a fetish,
the
a
difference.
fantasy.
Men are like, I'll tell you what I like. I like your feet. That's what, that's what men do. Women ain't gonna say stuff like that. That's just the difference. That's the only
Yeah.
difference. But y'all
I
ain't
mean,
sneaking.
some do.
Y'all
I
ain't
got
trying
no
to fool
problem
us.
voicing the things I like.
I had. Never mind.
Why are you raising your hand? It's her own topic. Jenny, you were all up in everybody's business, so let's talk about you.
Go ahead, Jenny.
I was dating somebody and I feel like he had a foot fetish because you have my foot.
He was sucking on your toes?
Yeah,
he was sucking on your toes while y'all were doing it?
Yeah, while doing it, not like sitting there watching TV and just sucking on
like having
foot. Not like that,
gross.
but while we were doing it,
she said doing it.
He would want me to. Yes, he wanted me to do things with my feet, basically, and I was like, okay. And I just did, and he would get off when that would happen. I was like, okay. I mean, I want him to finish, so I was like, all right, let's do it.
That is a fetish. See, that's what we're talking about
Like,
fetish.
don't jerk me off.
Fetish.
Do it with your feet.
I just think legs are cute. I'm not doing stuff like that. So, I don't know. Maybe I don't have a fetish. I don't know.
I would be mad and irritated and a little concerned if my man was sitting there wanting to just suck on my foot while watching TV, driving, or anything. Like, I've seen a video of that. This man was just sucking someone's foot while driving.
I don't think I would want someone sucking on my toe while we're doing it either. That's just weird. It's like them having a pacifier in the mouth. It's just weird.
Could, but if
That's
I
not
just
weird.
was like walking around or went to the gym, my feet don't smell.
You gotta be clean. You gotta
I'm
be
a big
clean.
kisser,
me.
so like
Yeah.
I don't want you touching on my toes and then putting that in my mouth.
Okay, here's the
Touch
question
my
though,
toes, rub
Jenny.
them, all that.
Listen, since you over here talking about toes, would you suck on a toe, a man's toe? Because I know you
No, but
might
you
get
can
down
suck
with
on
women
mine.
from time to time too. But like, okay, so would you suck on a woman's toe?
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't suck on any toe. That's not my fetish. I'm not into it. But if someone else is, I'll help. I'll help your fantasy
Kanye's
come
boot
alive.
toe.
Wow.
Kanye take his boot out, take his boot off, and
Drop his phone on the table. Bah! The visual.
I don't know. I haven't found a fantasy that I'm like, I haven't come across it yet. I don't know. Anything crazy.
Well, that just makes me wonder how much you have done, and that's a conversation for a whole different
you
type
have
of
a
show.
fetish. There's a guy out here right now.
You know what I've done. I'm
Like,
putting it
she's
all on the
lying. I
table.
know what
Everyone
her
acting all
fetish
innocent
is.
like they've never done it before. Anything. Oh, I don't know what that is. Please. Bye.
Bye. Jenny, you already know what time it is.
Question of the day. What is as big as you yet doesn't weigh anything?
Your shadow.
What is-
I got it.
Oh, go girl, go girl.
Oh my God.
Go, girl.
That was aggressive. Yes, Rhea.
Yeah, there you go.
Let me give you your belt.
That's what's up.
No, my brain literally hurts every week for months when we do these.
You waited so long for this.
Good job. I'm happy for you.
You know what? You deserve another
my
round of
God,
applause.
I could die, y'all.
I remember that feeling. It was
I
cold
could die, y'all.
with a
Now
day.
I could die.
She said, "Oh my God!" Every week she just doesn't even bother responding. She's like, "I got nothing today."
She knew that right away.
Down there being a hater. She mad because she like 0 for 4 for like the last month. Don't be a hater, Jenny. Congratulate her.
What'd you say? I'm not being a hater. I clapped or snapped. I'm being a hater. I'm not a hater. That's one thing I
I'm just
definitely
messing
am
with
not.
you. I'm
Okay.
just messing with you. You know I know you, girl.
Wow, Jenny got real defensive over that.
Rhea's
Yes,
on-
Because that is
Rhea's on
one
the
thing
board,
I will
though.
never play that I
Rhea's
am.
on.
I'm not a hater. I love everyone to do well.
Okay, we got it.
Unless you suck on toes.
Stop the hate of the hate.
No toe sucking.
In the news headlines this week, U.S. airports are being targeted for cyber attacks. I don't know if anybody has seen this headline sparking interest around the country, but apparently it's been confirmed by ABC News that apparently there's been some sort of a stream of cyber attacks by an attacker within the Russian Federation. And senior officials have confirmed this. So for people out there, the systems are targeted do not handle air traffic control, the internal airline communications and coordination, or transportation security. But I'm just confused because if you're trying to conduct a cyber attack, then what are you doing?
Yeah, what else is there to do if they're in there?
Maybe take all our personal information, like the
Possibly.
people.
I mean, they could do that to me. They're not gonna get very far.
What? Yeah,
You're not gonna get far with mine. Listen, take mine if you want to. Let me go ahead and call up the Social Security office. Anyway, people out there, just be safe. I know there's a lot of craziness going on in the world. I feel like people need a new hobby because things are just getting wild out here. But let's talk about our topic of discussion for today before we head out. Everybody's all about being into what is a good way to say this? Everybody's trying to be into like courting right now. Everyone's filling up their rosters. It's cuddle season. People wanting to be booed up for the fall and winter. So I want to know, what is love actually to you? Wow, let's not all go at once.
I'm over it.
I'm over it.
Your hat looks like it's over it too.
Exactly.
I don't know. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like, what is love to you? Like, I feel like love is a selfless action. When you're in love with somebody, it's supposed to be a selfless action. It's not about you. It's about you as a unit.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I think there's different levels of love. I think there's like love that you have for your parents.
That's a nice way to be like, nah, it ain't it.
And I think there's love that you have for your parents. There's love that you have for your kids. And
Okay, we're not talking about love with your parents. Okay, we just got done. Okay, well, we just got done sucking on toes, supposedly going through your wild stories and all this. You think we're gonna be talking about loving on your parents? Like, they don't go together.
I don't know what she was talking about. That's why
you said love. What is love?
I just talked about.
You said what is love? Like,
first of all, no.
Love is my family.
Okay, no. First of all, y'all don't know how to listen. Clean the wax out of your ears.
No, you said what is love. You were very broad with that.
No, I didn't.
ESPN Rewind.
Yep.
Well, listen. What did I say before? Okay, no flag on the play here because I was being clear. I said people are trying to be booed up. It's cuddle season. People are trying to fill up their rosters. So obviously, we're talking about cuddle season. It's not with your mama and your daddy.
Yeah, but what if you want to just be comforted by your parents this season and not be look for that?
You know what, Rhea? What is love to you, boo? What is love to you? Okay, since we out here just
the emoji sign.
Okay, so what is love to you guys? My God, who would have thought that talking about your actual feelings?
I knew. Don't you think I would have it?
Yeah, like what do you want us to say?
She has the wrong group of people. She has a group of single people. What is love like? We don't know.
I don't know.
We don't fucking know. We don't know. Apparently,
if I had a boo, I'd be able to tell you.
I'm just, I can't believe that it took me asking a question about love for all of you guys to literally have nothing to say.
We have nothing to say. At all.
Guys, that was a great show. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, that's the end of the show. We'll see y'all. Get ready for my mix because we're on the way.
On that note, people.
We don't know.
We don't know yet.
On that note, people, we're gonna take a break, but we'll be right back. We definitely want to know your opinions on this whole topic. Please hit us up on Instagram at Talks Radio.
Call us in. Love to you. Call the number. What's the number, Abbie?
Oh,
all right, so for everybody out there that does want to call or send a text message with your thoughts about this whole topic of conversation. Wow, somebody smacked that down real aggressive. You can reach us at 516-831-TALKS. That's TAKS. 516-831-8257. Yep, right there. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your thoughts on this topic. What is love exactly? What does that mean to you? Also, for everybody out there, you can now subscribe to listen to our show on iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. Make sure you guys search the Abbie Knights Show. Go ahead and subscribe. Give us 5 stars if you like what you're hearing. Drop a comment. Let us know your thoughts. We love hearing from you. We're going to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Make sure you guys don't go anywhere.
In the building, man.
What's poppin', Talks fam? You can now listen to our show on demand. To keep up with our latest shows, some of our favorite moments, and exclusive interviews, make sure you head over to iHeart Radio, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.